Dr. Mo, Dr. Latigon. Today I'm very glad to present you about my topic related to top factor affecting youth participation in indirect service in Phnom Penh City. Let's go to the outline of the proposal. There are three main outlines: Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. And Chapter 1 consists of background of the study, statement of the problem, objective of the study, research question, conceptual framework, significance of the study, scope and limitation of the study. While Chapter 2 consists of theory, variable, and Chapter 3 consists of type of research. There are two types of research based on the qualitative and quantitative approach, time frame and place, ethical method. Let's go to the background of the study. After 3 years, 7 months, 20 days of Khmer Rouge, Cambodia faced a lot of depression and many qualified people were killed by Pol Pot. And nowadays Cambodia needs for the development. And according to the United Nations in Cambodia, Cambodia is the youngest population among Southeast Asia. As the consequence, young people is the core factor for country development. So the demand for qualified youth is needed for country development. According to NICE, volunteerism is the core factor to build up human resource and enhance building of either individual or community. However, bringing into focus in Cambodia context, volunteerism in social activity is not so wide. Due to the constraint from their parents, they face a lot of bitterness from the historical. That's why they don't allow their children to involve in volunteering. And the volunteer is not volunteer themselves. Have a lot of constraint due to time constraint, age constraint, and gender constraint. The assumption of this study is the study of factors affecting motivation and barrier to engagement of volunteer is highly contribute to the level of motivation to volunteer to involve in volunteering. Due to volunteer is the prime resource for development. And the purpose of this study is to identify factors affecting youth volunteer participation in indirect service in Phnom Penh City. It is expected that this research is benefit to volunteer staff and clients in indirect service. Let's move to the definition of indirect service. According to Cesar Chavez Foundation, there are three kind of voluntary service, including direct, indirect, and advocacy service. Direct service focus on teaching the other, and while advocacy service focus on social adjustment, and indirect service focus on some activity like serving food, charity, fundraising, and serving community for worthwhile, like clean up city. There are three main objectives of this study. First, to investigate how motivation influence volunteer in indirect service. Second, to identify barrier to engagement affect youth volunteerism in indirect service in Phnom Penh. Third, to investigate how barrier to engagement impact on youth volunteerism in indirect service. Let's move to the research question. First, how would motivation influence youth volunteer in indirect service? Second, what barrier to engagement affect youth volunteerism in indirect service in Phnom Penh? Third, and the last one, how would barrier to engagement in indirect service impact on youth volunteering? For the conceptual framework, there are three main points for independent variables, such as personal motivation, societal motivation, and barrier to engagement. of each of independent variable consists of sub-variables such as value, understanding, personal development, enhancement, psychological incentive for personal motivation, while societal motivation consists of social norm, career development, and change, while barrier to engagement consists of gender different, age different, either discouragement, growth, ability, transportation, and cost, time constraint. And the conceptual framework was adopted from other theory and other researchers such as Andrea Anto, Lily Kim Ketek, Wai, and Ahmad. Significance of the study, because this study is very conducted before, that there will be this study will be provided significant in 4 points. First one, the result will be show the level of youth motivation in indirect service. Second, this study will crucial for the organization take into consideration for factor affecting youth volunteering in the purpose either of improving youth volunteering in organizational development. Third, it will become useful guidance for the governor to find the way out for responsibility for citizens. And the last one is the consequence of this study will be used for the further researcher to conduct research related to volunteerism. Scope and limitation of the study. First one is scope of area. For the study, focus only volunteer and non-volunteer in Phnom Penh City only, while the other province is not included in the study. And the scope of the population. This study will based on the Ministry of Education in Cambodia. The youth age is between 15 to 30, and it consists totally 586,576 and 269,400 male and 370,176 female. Scope of the time. This study will focus on the youth volunteering in the year of 2016 only, and the period of the data collection will be assessed on the as soon as possible after the proposal passed. And the limitation of the study, because this study is rarely conducted before and it is the sensitive one, so the information is a little bit and a few for the study. Let's go to literature review. This study will adopt two approach and four theory, including multidimensional approach, Maslow theory, social action theory, functional motivation approach, the social growth theory, and the social emotional selectivity theory. Let's move to multidimensional approach. It is adopted from Perry et al. And figure at the function of volunteer motivation into six functions such as understanding, value, social, enhancement, protective, and career. It means that volunteer, in order to volunteer, they motivate to volunteering according to these six factors. Let's move to Maslow. Normally, Maslow has only five stages of motivation, but for this volunteering, there consists of 6 stages, which include self-redemption. And the self-redemption, it focuses on helping the other for self-fulfillment, for self-development. They help the other people to get the love and self-development from them. The third one is about social exchange theory. It is based on the cost, benefit, and reward. The theory found that in order to volunteer, they use and focus on the reward over the cost. When the reward over the cost, they tend to involve in volunteering and they tend to do something good. Like when the reward is over the cost, they tend to do something good in the organization. And can be formulated into behavior equal reward minus scope of interaction. Functional motivation approach. The functional motivation approach is the study over multidimensional motivation approach. The functional motivation approach categorize the six functions of multidimensional approach into two, including intrinsic and extrinsic. It means internal motivation and external motivation. For internal motivation consists of 5 functions: career, enhancement, value, social, and others. While external motivation consists only career, and they include norm into that one too. So that it can form that the behavior of volunteer is based on motivation, their ability, and environment surrounding them. It can be called norm. The social role theory. The social role theory is concerned about gender difference. They found that male are less motivated to volunteer than female because due to female are tend to neutralize and caring more than male, and male are aggressive. They tend to work in the military, while female work as the nursing. So that the motivation level of the female is give the high value on the value function, while male give the high value on the career function. They intend to volunteer to get career. Social emotional activity theory. It is based on the gender. It focuses on gender. Volunteer is more motivation to volunteer, while they let me explain like this. The emotional trajectory is mean the value, the emotional by value, and knowledge trajectory is motivational by career and enhancement. So that when they are in adolescence, they value on the career function. Younger volunteer value on the career function, and while they are in the old age, the career function is not important to them, but the value function is important to them. They tend to volunteer in order to get value from the other. Then I can form the graph. I can form independent variables such as personal motivation, societal motivation, and barrier to engagement based on the theory and the other researchers. Let's go to chapter 3, research methodology. This research approach is based on MIG method. It combination of qualitative and quantitative data. It divided into 2 types of research design: exploratory and descriptive design. And it's exploratory, it is a tool for the researcher for extracting the concept and theory related to the motivation and develop it into the to solve the research problem. But descriptive research design is designed to Identify the factor and overview the researcher's theory and some variable that was to testing quantitatively. Let's go to the mixed method approach. There are two types of mixed method approach. Consist of qualitative approach and quantitative approach. One qualitative approach will be study including tool design, key information, data collection, validity, error and bias prevention, and data analysis. While quantitative approach will be study about population, sample size, sampling technique, tool design, validity, reliability, data collection, error and bias prevention, data analysis. First one, let's go to qualitative approach. For the qualitative approach, this research will be conducted in-depth interview or semi-structured interview with open-ended questions. And the key information for interview is will be discussed carefully with the expert, and there are 3 steps of interview. First, starting interview, the researcher clarify the question and the purpose to interview to the interviewee and answer interviewee question. During interviewer will note and highlight the point and audio recording to be the tool for the interview. And the last one, at the end of the interview, the researcher will be informed, key information whether they have any final comment or question for this interview. Let's go to data collection of qualitative approach. The researcher will be use the direct interaction with individual on one-to-one basis. It means face-to-face with one interviewer and one interviewee. And during the interview, the researcher will prepare the interview schedule, and the interview will be conducted in the suitable place for the interviewee, and the time of interview is between 20 to 60 minutes per respondent, and the interview will be used audio tape and answer of respondent then transcribed into text. Let's go to validity of qualitative approach. The validity of a qualitative approach consists of 3: credibility, dependability, and conformability. For credibility, the researcher will be choose purposive use in the other province to test the understanding of the questionnaire. And for dependability, the researcher will ask advisor to scoring the concept and theory of the study. For conformability, the result will be confirmed by advisor and other experts, and to ask for checking and check for throughout the study. Error and bias prevention. Occurrence of error and bias unintentionally. The researcher found that there are five error and bias within this research. For bias question is tend to ask the question that seem to be biased to respondent. So to prevent the bias, the researcher need to confirm and check with the advisor and expert in order to make sure that it is not biased, whether need to keep or to remove the question. For misunderstood question bias. Misunderstood question bias, it means that the question that can make the respondent misunderstood. And for the prevention, in order to reduce the misunderstood, the researcher will be use the simple word and complete with the question that maybe, for example, give them the definition. Third one is unanswerable question by us. Some question is interview cannot answer. In fact, for this study, there consists of volunteer and non-volunteer. So the question can be divided into two types of question for key informant. And the third one is mood by us. Mood by us related to respondent mood. When they are in hurry, they will answer answer, so that for prevention this bias, the researcher need to take for key informant mood whether they have a good mood or bad mood, and ask them for the consent in order to interview. And the fifth one is about sensitivity bias. In this research, maybe it can be the subject to be sensitive for the other to answer. So that in order to prevent this, the researcher needs to build the trust with the respondent in order to let them express their feel by their own term. Let's go to data analysis. For the qualitative approach, researcher will use summative approach to qualitative content analysis by identify the word into the text by counting the word in hand or in computer. Anyway, now let's go to quantitative approach. For quantitative approach, identify the population. The population is based on the definition of Ministry of Education. The use is between 15 to 30, and the total population of youth in Phnom Penh is about 586,576 youth. And the sample size will be selected, will be used the Magnay formula in order to find the sample size. So that we can find the sample size is 400, and sample of male is 184, sample of female is 216. While this study will be focused on multi-stage sampling technique, consists of quota sampling and convenience sampling. So that because of the amount of non-volunteer and volunteers is unavailable in Cambodia or don't have cost of this amount, so that researcher decide to use the quota sampling in order to divide the group of respondents into participant and non-participant, which consists of male participant 92 and male non-participant 92, female participant 108 and female non-participant 108. And then after quota sampling, the researcher will apply the convenience sampling to stop for the use on the street in order to do the questionnaire. Quantitative approach for tool design. For tool design of quantitative approach will be used surveys close-ended question for this instrument of the study. And the study will use self-administered question, and the question is divided into 4 sections. Section 1, background of the respondent. Section 2, personal motivation. Section 3, societal motivation, section 4, barrier to engagement. And the scale of this study will be used Likert scale and Surstone scale. Validity of the quantitative approach is based on the index of item objective concurrence. Based on Rovaniemi, the researcher will ask two experts from Thailand, and one expert from Cambodia to test the validity of the questionnaire for quantitative approach. And for reliability, the researcher will test from the value of coefficient Cron-Behn alpha. It should be from 0.7 above. And the questionnaire will be translated in Khmer language, and two experts will ask to be comment on to seek the proper adjustment. And researcher will test 40 youth who volunteer and non-volunteer in the other province to test the understanding of the questionnaire. For the data collection, after the questionnaire complete and revised, data collection will be distributed to 40 hundreds of volunteers who located in Phnom Penh City, and during the provided questionnaire, the researcher will ask them for consent, tell them there is no harm and risk, keep their privacy and confidentiality, there is no compensation for participants, and give them the feedback. There will also occurrence of error and bias for quantitative approach, and the researcher found that there are 3 bias and errors. First one, calculation errors. The researcher found that the definition between statistical consensus and definition of honesty of education are different, because due to the statistics and the variation of statistics is for statistical consensus is between 15 to 29, while Ministry of Education is from 15 to 30. So that the researcher, for prevention the population error, the researcher need to find the other amount of youth which in the age of 30 from the calculation of the statistical. They can self-administer questionnaire. The self-administer questionnaire is it can be biased sometimes. To prevent it bias, it means that the respondent maybe cannot complete all the questions in the questionnaire, and they can be confused. So that to prevent the questionnaire bias, to prevent the questionnaire bias, the researcher needs to provide the definition under the word that maybe we cannot understand, and as well as the researcher beg them to complete the questionnaire before get the questionnaire from them. And another one is about scaling bias. It refers to category response bias. Respondents maybe tend to agree or tend to disagree through the Likert bias. Likert bias, it has 5 criteria of the scale, such as for this study, such as very agree, neutral, disagree, very disagree. So it can consist of bias whether if the respondent cannot understand the question, they will mathematics, neutral, and neutral. So that for prevent the scaling, the researcher will be extend the meaning for this vocabulary and employ the balance between positive and negative while extract the neutral into the other part and get the other column for common in the questionnaire. For data analyzed in this quantitative research will be descriptive statistics, t-test statistics, and ANOVA statistics. Here is the Likert scale. Here is the Sussman scale. It is scale between 1 to 11, between two types of column, agree and disagree. Timeframe. The data collection will be start from June 2016 to 30 July 2016. The thesis will be expected to end of the August 2016 and event carried out the end of September. That's all for my presentation. No, and for the last one, ethical measure. The study will be reviewed by supervisor of ethical committee of Urukai University. The ethical will be minimize the risk for the risk of harm to participants. Like there is no physical harm, no psychological harm, rather no social harm, financial harm, and confess participants to privacy and anonymity. And second, the research will be obtaining the informed consent and protect the anonymity and confidentiality. The research will be designed reliability test, and participants who will be studied will be only the one who will provide the information and who will be is not pressure from the researcher in order to do the questionnaire. And the participants have their own rights to withdraw themselves from the research at any time. That's all from the presentation.